there's news that you feel your neighbors should know, easy to text that list instead of having to think, oh, who does that message need to go to? While you're at it, add that list into your CRM. Mm-hmm. We have the new CRM coming, Rise. That would be a very great opportunity to not only get to know the platform and get experience with using it, but also get your CRM going. Along with kind of how Adam said, you can get that list from your manager of your past transactions and import them that way and create a designated contact list that way. Just kind of creating that go-to list so that you are not wasting time trying to figure out who needs to get sent what, or risking, missing an opportunity to connect with a potential client.
It's a really easy thing to do to keep in your calendar. Everybody has a calendar on their phone, and if you're at work, if you're at the office, if you're at home and you're trying to figure out, ways to grow your business, maybe it's a little stale right now. It's a little slow. Okay, well then let's get active. Let's be proactive in this. So going back to that list that I was talking about, ask me for it. That way you can have that in your calendar so that you get those alerts, of 1 week out, 2 weeks out. Hey, this anniversary is coming up for Jane and John. This is whenever their home anniversary is right there. Add that to your calendar right there. And some of your calendar will be filled up with dates and opportunities to contact those clients. And it's another version, obviously, of a CRM. I mean, you talk about Rise right there. Moxie's a CRM that we have that probably gets underutilized, I would say. Find that resource. You have to have that, guys. You have to keep those contacts close. Otherwise it's a missed chance. It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, very much so. Along with that, once you have that contact list going, great opportunity to maybe get a group chat going. I would, give the disclaimer to maybe reach out to your neighbors and confirm that they want to be included in this.
Good disclaimer.
There's people out there that want nothing to do with a group chat whatsoever.
They will leave it immediately.
So far from you, I'm sure, if you just put them into something. So I would definitely recommend, of course, getting permission first. But there's definitely neighbors out there that love to be connected just as much as you do or may. And this is a great opportunity to kind of stay present, maybe, once a week, giving it a neighborhood update.
Yep.
Good space for people to put, if there's construction going on, road work, endless.
Yes. 100%.
Along with that, moving to social media, doing your best to stay connected and stay in the know for your neighbors and for your potential clients. So kind of being that person that is the go-to for, local news, local info. I think that's a great way to keep yourself, in front of people. So I'm sure across the board in whatever city or county you are in, they have a social media page, usually at least on Facebook and Instagram, if not more, for you to follow along with and stay connected with. With that, also then sharing that info. So if you see, speaking from personal experience, we try to do this across the board with our company social media pages. In Visalia specifically, Visalia does a great job at posting on social media when there are road closures, anything that you would want to know about the community, they do a great job of posting. And so then we share that information on our page for our followers, our clients, our agents, etc. This is a great, thing for you to do as well. I put an example there on the screen. Sandra out of our Fresno office actually did this. So as you can see, she announced that Clovis was ranked number 5 in the nation. She got great traction that way. That's a great conversation starter. She posted that on social media, but that would also be a great thing to text out to your contact list. You could send that out as an email. You could reformat that to be a flyer if you wanted to hand it out that way, etc. As well as with that, sharing local news, sharing knowledge, but also going back to the local businesses and highlighting them. This is a great opportunity to kind of build yourself as that local market expert and show that you are genuinely connected to your community and to the local businesses that are operating out of, your space. So to highlight a couple or show you a couple of examples, this video here was posted by one of our agents, and I believe she's actually on Zoom with us right now, Jasmine Reyes, out of our Bakersfield office. She, as you can see, highlighted recently one of the local, sorry, I'm having a blank. But anyways.
Well, it looks like we got some axe throwing. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I remember panning for gold way back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody's panned for gold once.
Yeah, so she visited a local pumpkin patch, highlighted it, took some clips, posted on social media. And as you can see, I even wanted to, give her a shout out there. She has received over 63,000 views on this video simply by recording and sharing it on social media. That is a great opportunity. Anyone looking for anything in Bakersfield, that video probably showed up in their search. And that's a great opportunity to connect that way. As well as this one here, wanted to highlight Gloria De La Torre as well. She does a fantastic job at providing amazing closing experiences for her clients, as many of our agents do. And with that, she provides those really fun balloon arrangements.
Who doesn't like a balloon?
I have seen this done so many times, and this is a great opportunity to collaborate with local businesses. Who doesn't love a closing gift? Your clients do. It is also a great opportunity for you to congratulate your client, give them a great closing experience, and also potentially collaborate with a local business.
That lasting image, the lasting moments that you have. I mean, everybody who's on here will attest to that. That really goes a long way. You feel good, obviously, but your clients feel good about it too. And that's the thing. You want to keep those lasting memories. And again, that's that trust right there. They trust you. They've trusted you with the biggest transaction they've ever done in their life. And it's an easy thing to celebrate, guys. It really, really is. Celebrate with them. They're stoked. You should be too.
Exactly. Not to mention, I mean, when you are doing these collaborations, you're then pushing that trust forward. Now you're showing local businesses that you are a trustworthy ally and resource for them in their community as well. Not to mention the traction that is there to potentially get on this. As you can see, Jasmine, was able to gain a lot of traction on her video. We've even tried to do this and do actively use this practice along with our company social media pages. In Bakersfield, they hosted a team bonding event with one of the local line dancing organizations, and were able to collaborate with them and then get in front of not only the line dance, organizations, clientele and following, but as well as the local restaurant that hosted it. So then there was 2 additional businesses that we were able to get in front of while also having a great time and enjoying a great night with our agents.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, and on to the next, personal outreach and networking. I know this might not be the most exciting. I feel like sometimes when you hear networking, it just sounds businessy and, cheesy.
It does. I mean, in each community, there's a chamber of commerce. The chamber of commerce will have their mixers, and a lot of people will look at it as, oh, that's just an opportunity for people to go over there and drink, do whatever. But it's usually a lot of the same people. But those same people have probably been going over and over and over again, and they've built that sense of community with that person. And so if you're the new one coming on, I bet if there's somebody there who's been there for a long time, they're going to be okay welcoming you in. They're going to want to introduce you to somebody. If it's somebody in the office who's been there, hey, even better. Like you've got a buddy there. You've got somebody that you can associate with to introduce yourself more and more to other people. Networking, like you said, Sabrina, it's something that may have kind of a negative stigma sometimes, but really it's not. We want to network every single day. How else are we going to expand and grow? Exactly. There's nothing better than a reliable referral. And that's how you get these referrals, by networking. You absolutely want to be that long-term success. The long-term success gains those referrals. And so those people who have been at those mixers forever, guess what? I guarantee you they've referred people to whatever business that they're talking with, and you could be that same individual.
Yeah, the opportunity really is there. You know, that cross referencing and cross referraling goes a long way. And that's
Hmm.
the perfect opportunity to do that. So we challenge you, as you can see, one of the steps on your list is to really try to build relationships with at least 2 new local service providers. Maybe even if this is in conjunction with putting together that resource list, you know, maybe you don't actively have contacts that you can put on there. This is the perfect opportunity to get that list going and growing
Yep.
and also connect. Another fun idea would be kind of hand in hand with, we told you maybe host a fun barbecue or get together. Maybe it's not, you know, something along those lines, but maybe it's more of an informative, you know, get to know real estate night. Hosting something, you know, like, hey, have you ever thought about, you know, what selling your house looks like, or do you know what that looks, you know, what that sounds like, what the process is, or, you know, maybe you gear it for renters in your area, and do you currently rent around us? Well, let's show you how we can change that, you know, something like that, hosting a fun, informative night.
Absolutely.
So then you're kind of the hub for the networking instead of going elsewhere.
We've got the office space for it.
Exactly, exactly. Another one, you know, send texts or calls to your neighbors with updates. If there is a new listing that's about to pop up in the area, send them a text to let them know. A lot of times we all like to be in the know, you know, even if you don't get a response, I'm sure they appreciated hearing about it.
And that goes hand in hand right there of same thing to where a lot of people, we talk about the group texting on that, maybe people aren't necessarily wanting to do that, but whether you call or text neighbors, you could be out on that walk on this
Yep.
next one right there, rather than call or text. If you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing that, if you feel like that neighbor's not going to be interested in that, hey, take a stroll around the neighborhood. See whose garage doors are open. See who's outside watering their lawn, watering their plants. And as you walk by, just casually, hey, did you hear about that house that just went for sale? Did you know what it sold for? They may look at you as like, A, why do you know that? B, who are you? But that's fine. It starts the conversation. So it's going to get awkward
Exactly.
in our business a lot of the times. Whenever we're doing cold calling, guess what? It's pretty awkward. And I know there's a number of people here who have done cold calling and are still doing it right now. I know plenty of people are going to be doing it today. Getting past that awkward stage is normal. It's going to stick with them, and they're going to want to ask maybe a follow-up question right there. So that's okay. Just take that stroll around the block, walk
Yep.
around there and let them know, hey, they're going to be curious because it may spark that conversation. Oh, wow, they sold it for that. Do you know what I bought my house for 6 years ago, 12 years ago? And then boom, you
Yeah.
have that connection.
Yep. Top conversation starter right there. Lastly, I think that we maybe already, slightly mentioned this to you before, but there are so many neighborhood apps and resources out there. Um, you know, like we mentioned, a lot of people now have those Ring doorbell,
Mm.
videos and other cameras and things. Those also come with a neighborhood connection, app. And like I even personally have it, and I'm seeing people put things in there all day long.
Yep.
Another great opportunity to just put some info about yourself, maybe an upcoming listing, or a property that just sold. Next
Exactly. An
door is
upcoming
another
listing,
one.
if you're doing an open house, throw
Yes,
it in there. Let them know what's going on right there.
exactly.
Put it in those groups because you're going to have somebody view it. I think that's what kind of some people may get discouraged from time to time of, well, I didn't get many likes on it, or it didn't seem like it was really a hit. Well, guess what? Just by putting it out there, somebody sees it. They may not put, that heart. They may not put that thumbs up, but they see it. It's right there. So being visible towards them,
Yep,
that's the
that's
goal
key.
right there. It'll
That's the
spark
takeaway.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we've made it through all of our steps. You have
Wow.
5 steps for each of those pillars, 20 steps total to work with to get you going. Day 4, as we already mentioned, is tomorrow. It's our last day. It's our recap day with Mike Allen. Very excited to hear what he has to say and share with us. He always provides amazing insight, as we all know, and so I'm sure we'll get lots of that tomorrow, as well as there's that QR code again for you to access the templates and resources that we talked about today. There's also other opportunities in there if you are not already following our social media accounts. Each of our offices has one. Please follow each of them to see what each office has going on. As well as you'll find access to our YouTube channel, where you will find all of the previous sessions for our Business Bootcamp. This one will also get on there, as well as past trainings and meetings. If you're, bored one day, what a great opportunity to pick a video and learn a little bit more about.
If you've missed the book clubs, if you've missed the buyer side chats, if you've missed the tech trainings, those ones are there. It's something to have on in the background. I try to go back and watch them if I miss it. The YouTube channel, we put it out there and we try to publish everything the same day to get you guys that information. I mean, here we've got a good number of people on here, and I know that there's watch parties, but as soon as this one gets uploaded to YouTube, we want to send this out. We want people to come back to it. If you miss something, and a lot of people, they don't take notes during these things, but they try to remember it. And so if it's something you're trying to think of, something that Sabrina and I said, at 10:17 this morning, but you can't quite remember, guess what? As soon as it's uploaded, just scrub to that part. You'll be able to check it out and you'll be able to hear and remember, hey, this is what they talked about. That's right. That was a good idea.
Exactly.
And then they can book a one-on-one training session with you on there?
Yes. You'll also see access to be able, if you need additional help, as I may have mentioned before, my office hours are 8 to 12. I am here to happily hop on and guide you in any way that I possibly can. If you just need some texting help, if you want to send me a screenshot of something you're looking at and need help with, I'm happy to do so. As well as if you want to do, a one-on-one Zoom session to learn a little bit more about anything marketing, I am here to help.
That is fantastic. Sabrina, you killed it on this one. Good job.
Thank you.
Sabrina, she set all this up. So I came in at the last minute and I told her, I was like, listen, I've left you high and dry, not really being in contact with you to prepare for this. And she looked at me and was like, you know what, Adam, we're ready. I've got here, take a look at this. Here's what we've got. And sure enough, so everything that she brought to us, and that's part of her role as a marketing manager, she's here to help us succeed. She's here to help you guys succeed, not just the managers, but for the agents. She's there for everybody on that. So it's something that's really cool. Sabrina, I think you did a fantastic job with this. I know everybody took something from it. I'm excited to see what people utilize.
I am very excited. I expect to see results very, very soon from all of you.
That's just it. We've given you the tools. It's an alley-oop. We're throwing it up to you. You got to dunk the ball, guys. It's in your hand. The ball is right there in your hands. So what are you going to do today? If you listen to that, the book club that we had on Monday, we talked about today, making today, the best day. What are you going to do to succeed? Well, it's 10:55 a.m. right now. What are you going to do for the remainder of the day to make it a successful day? How are you going to set yourself up for the remainder of this short week, for the remainder of this month, for the remainder of this year? Well, that's up to you. And so we implore you, scan that QR code, subscribe to the YouTube channel, talk to your managers. We'll get whatever information that we have from you. I know there was something in the chat right there asking the information about past sales you have. Is it only for your agents, for agents that have come to your team recently only? Well, talk to your manager. Let's see what we can find out, because we may be able to find some stuff out for you. So with that, Sabrina, closing remarks for you. I'm good. You killed it.
I mean, again, thank you all for tuning in and joining us. Shout out to everyone in the offices, at the office watch parties as well. Thank you for joining us. And like I said, reach out. We are really here to help all of you be as successful as you possibly can. We are here as your kind of behind the scenes team to make the magic happen for your clients. So please do not hesitate to reach out with questions, comments, concerns, advice, etc. We are here for all of you. So.
Absolutely. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Mitz, take us home. Stop the recording. I've got an 11 o'clock. I'm going to jump on.
I didn't do anything. You guys did it all. That was fantastic. Have a good day, you guys.
Thank you all.